Kaleb Kilpatrick. I'm 18 and I go to Scripps Ranch High School. Right now I'm super into like skiing and snowboarding, and I also pole vault, and those are the main ones right now. But I've done a lot of sports my whole life. I used to play baseball, soccer, lacrosse, tennis. Definitely proud of accomplishing like putting myself out there when it comes to like trying new things and like being very determined at everything I do. So like with pole vaulting, for example, that's like not something that's like super common, and it was just something that I really wanted to try. So last season I started and basically fell in love with the sport, continued playing, played with club all of summer, fall and winter, and then now it's high school season again. So just like always putting like 110% into like everything that I like want to get better at. Say one of the biggest challenges that I've faced my entire life, sort of like off and on of how challenging it is being a type 1 diabetic. So, because I was diagnosed at 16 months old, so it's kind of been something that I've been stuck with for a long time. So on one hand, it's kind of nice that like I don't know any different lifestyle, but at the other hand, it's always like sort of the odd one out in any situation. Definitely like find a community. Like one of the things that I found very helpful was I'm a camp counselor at a summer camp for like children with type 1 diabetes. So I would work with them. It's just 1 week every summer, but it's very interesting from my perspective, being not a camper, but also not like in charge of running everything, that I can see like children with diabetes that used to be in, or that are in the same situation that I used to be in, and then also other counselors who are around my age that I can interact with, and then people that are organizing the event that are older living with diabetes, and how like everyone from every age manages everything. Just being able to like know that there's other people out there that are like all experiencing the same thing as you, of like all different ages, right. That it's not just like just me stuck. For that, I'm gonna say my grandma. So she adopted me when I was 5, just because that was a better situation for me at the time, which is a really big like thing to take on, because if you're almost 60, taking in a 5-year-old, that's a commitment that you're taking on until I'm at least 18. So she was well aware of like the time frame and like what was involved, and still was able to do that for me. So around the same time she took me in, she also took in both of my sisters who were living on the East Coast in a not so good arrangement. So that was like a very like selfless thing to do, because she already raised her own kids. She had her own job, like doing her own thing, and she kind of like put her life on hold to be able to make sure that her grandchildren were like well taken care of and in a better situation. So that is like one of the reasons I really look up to her. Another reason is when she had her own kids, she was just out of high school and she was a single mom, and she worked through their entire childhood to be able to support them and like give them a good life. And just the fact that no matter what the circumstance was, she was always able to take care of people who are close to her, which I think is like a really like admirable value. Honestly, right now, just like little things, like good days, good weather, like I'm having fun, like as long as I'm like doing something I enjoy, like going to practice, going to the beach, going to the mountains, like just like being able to enjoy like what life has to offer and not feeling like super stressed out all the time, or like I have too much free time or not enough free time. I feel like just being able to relax and like go with the flow of things is kind of, I want to go into marketing. So I'm committed to CU Boulder next fall, and I'll be in their business program there. And then I definitely want to go to grad school too. Marketing is definitely something that's very like open. I feel like I can take it a lot of different directions, and I like to be able to have that freedom in what I choose to do. I'm not stuck in like one type of setting that I can explore my options and be able to find like the right fit for me. Another thing I want to be able to do is definitely like volunteer work is something that I find super important and want to work on doing more of in the future, especially regarding like pollution and like trash and all that, because I feel like if you have the opportunity to like make the future better, you should take that opportunity, because even though I might not see the effects in my lifetime, like there's going to be other people around that'll see the effects. And I don't think it's fair to be like selfish now so that people in the future don't have like a good opportunity.